Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Tyler, and welcome back to Scorpio Oxman Channel, your home for astrology information, as well as the pseudosciences. Okay, and I have been wanting to do him for a very long time, a video on Al Pacino, one of my all-time favorites and one of the all-time greats in Hollywood history, in acting history, one of the greatest actors ever, easily. Al Pacino, no introduction needed. His movies, of course, Scarface, Scent of a Woman, uh, they're all, you see them here. Of course, The Godfather, and the list goes on. Okay, so we are going to dive right into it. And of course, he is his quote, one of the all-time famous quotes of his in a movie. You could easily guess it. Uh, let's see, it's a six-letter sentence. So a six-letter sentence. And what movie did he say it in? And it's a pretty famous. So I'll reveal. I'll let you think about it. I'm sure you know which it is. So, one of the most famous movie quotes in Hollywood history, easily. So, okay, so yeah, I'll reveal that to you later. And so here he is, April 25th, 1940, East Harlem, New York. Now, we're going to get right to his primal astrology. So, what day in the primal astrology is that? The day of what spirit animal? So we're going to get right to it. So we'll see. Okay, Al Pacino rising. So we'll see his time of day. And of course, Astro Charts is a great site to see the time of day for celebrities. And so here he is, 11:02 a.m. New York City, East Harlem, as we see. His birth time accuracy, excellent. So there he is right there. So we're going to see something interesting on mastering the zodiac. So we're going to go to mastering the zodiac, as we always do. He turns 86 today. Al Pacino is 86, 1940. Year of the Dragon. He was a Year of the Dragon. 1940 is a year of the Metal Dragon was 1940. That's just like Bruce Lee as well. Bruce Lee was also from is also born 1940 as well. Okay, so that's 11:02 a.m. New York. Okay. We're gonna see that uh his moon is Ophiuchus. So go figure. The sign of Ophiuchus. So here's the mastering the zodiac chart. As you could see, his moon, of course, his sun is Aries, no question about it. Uh, Ashwini is the nakshatra that his sun is in. His moon is Jesta. Okay, the beginning of Jesta by the looks of it. That spot in the zodiac, I can tell you now, is the beginning of the nakshatra Jesta, also known as Parka, Parka being the Greek name. Okay, so but however, overall, his moon is Ophiuchus. Now, being Ophiuchus, the serpent bearer, that is an incredibly powerful sign, as it says on paper when you read about Ophiuchus. Go figure. Okay, being Al Pacino's go figure, right? Now, something I know, Scorpio and Ophiuchus being in the same spot of the zodiac, both of them ruled by Mars. They're not exactly the same constellation. They are side by side. I do count so if a sign is a, a, a spirit animal under the primal astrology who has either a Scorpio, all of them who have a Scorpio moon, I also would count Ophiuchus if it happens to be Ophiuchus. Because both of them are ruled by Mars, there's not a sign. Ophiuchus is not mentioned in the primal astrology, is what I'm trying to explain. Okay. Because of that, we just go by Scorpio. So if you understand that, so if there's no Ophiuchus, there's still we still go by Scorpio. Okay. So any of the signs that have a Scorpio moon, because there's no Ophiuchus mentioned in the primal astrology, we just go by Scorpio. And it is generally the same, even though they are different. Both are ruled by Mars, both in the same spot of the zodiac, as we know. And so I think Ophiuchus could also count as the eighth sign of the zodiac as well. We probably could count it as well as the number eight sign, where you know how whereas Aries is the first and Pisces is the 12th, where Scorpio's the eighth, we could probably count Ophiuchus as the eighth as well, since it's right beside Scorpio. Okay, so we're gonna get to Master Psi, and we're gonna see his day sign. So Al Pacino's day sign in the Chinese astrology. So we know he has an Ophiuchus moon, and so we'll see here. Yep, we could go ahead here. So we're going to see he is 1940, April 25th. And we'll just, yeah, we could leave it there. We're just seeing his day sign though. Okay. So here he is, April 25th, 1940. As we know, as I mentioned, year of the metal dragon, month of the metal dragon as well. Most importantly, he is Al Pacino is day of the dog, specifically the earth dog. Okay. So Al Pacino is the earth dog primarily. Okay. As he is born on day of the earth dog. Let's read a little bit about what it says about the earth dog before we get to the primal astrology. So we'll see Earth dog characteristics. Okay, let's read a bit about the Earth, and I'll leave this link below for you guys to read about the Earth dog as well. And those who are born on day of the Earth dog in Chinese astrology. And here it is. So, so this is Al Pacino. The Earth Dog is a very talented and perceptive person with many great skills in life. Many great skills. They may seem to be quite reserved and quiet at times, but they have a persuasive manner and usually reach their goals with the greatest of ease. They are kind and generous and are always ready to lend a helping hand to others. Their friends and family think very much of them. There you go. And the dog is a the dog in general is a very loyal person that will do anything for their friends and family. And they hate any sort of injustice or unfair treatment and will do all they can to make sure everything is fair. So there you go. Protective. So okay, let's go. So we know Al Pacino, he's Day of the Dog. He has an Ophiuchus moon as well. So what would the Ophiuchus combination of Ophiuchus dog be? in the primal astrology? Well, it's a great question because, as I mentioned, Ophiuchus is not mentioned under the primal astrology, but Scorpio is. So basically, we just go by Scorpio because Ophiuchus is it's right beside Scorpio. It's also ruled by Mars. So, I'm going to tell you with my experience in life is the people who had an Ophiuchus moon and who were under a certain animal sign on the day animal sign of their Chinese astrology, they very much were like what it said about them. So I could tell you now that just going by Scorpio under the primal astrology is basically the same as going by Ophiuchus because as could easily tell, um, by how people's characteristics were. Sorry, I meant to do combination here. Combination. And here it is. So we go by the Scorpio dog, basically, because there's no Ophiuchus. So we just go by Scorpio. And even though Al Pacino he is specifically Ophiuchus. Whereas in the traditional sidereal, his moon is Scorpio, but in the true sidereal, that the sign is Ophiuchus, which is really the same. Like it's still ruled by Mars, so we could put it that way as well. Um, and so here he is. So those who have an Ophiuchus moon under the sign, as well as Day of the Dog, bless me. Uh, so sorry, here it is here. The Scorpio dog is, sorry, the website is jumping here. Okay. The Scorpio dog is spirit of the octopus. Now, Al Pacino, he is Day of the Octopus as well because his moon is Ophiuchus, but as I mentioned, it's Ophiuchus is right beside connected to Scorpio. So in the same uh in ruled by Mars as well. So we could say Ophiuchus dog as well. That too is the octopus. You could easily tell that Al Pacino is spirit born on day of the octopus easily because of what it says. So what it says about the octopus. So there you have it. And we're going to read right now a bit about the characteristics of those who are spirit of the octopus, who is Al Pacino. Okay, and again, I'll leave this link below for you guys to read more on the octopus. And I have to tell you, the octopus is a very interesting sign. And again, I'm going to leave the link below. Okay, we'll just read briefly. Okay, so this is Al Pacino, born on Day of the Octopus in Primal Astrology. That was April 25th, 1940. Those who are born Day of the Octopus, they are spirit of the octopus. Okay, he is loyal. This is basically what it says under the sign of the Earth Dog as well. Loyal, ambitious, and intense. Those born under the sign of the octopus prefer to deal in facts rather than emotions. Though not necessarily unfriendly, members of the sign can be fairly antisocial. To be more specific, they tend to be uncomfy in most social situations. Octopuses often don't feel like they fit in or know what to say in social situations. Instead, they prefer time alone or with a couple of their closest friends with whom they share a great deal of the same ideals. Okay. And I'm just going to look down a little further. Octopuses are highly complex characters. Yep, Marasat they're highly intelligent and can solve problems and puzzles that would stump their peers. Yep. Okay. Okay, guys. And we're gonna leave it there. Uh, Influenced strongly by the dog. Those are born under the sign. Now, again, I want to mention that what I mention about on my channel here is the day sign of the primal astrology, whereas the primal astrology website they generally go by the year sign of people, but I'm going by the day sign. So when I'm reading this on the octopus, for example, I'm reading about the day sign of octopus, and I'm that's what I'm referring to. So referring to the day sign of people, of course. Okay, guys, I want to thank you again for joining me today. And this was on Al Pacino, who is Spirit of the Octopus in Primal Astrology. And as I showed you, his day sign is the Earth Dog in the Chinese astrology, also Vietnamese astrology. Okay, guys. So thanks again for joining me today. And keep keep sending your questions at me as well. Okay. Okay, guys. Yeah, keep sending your questions at me at scorpiooxman@gmail.com. That is scorpiooxman@gmail.com, and I answer your questions for free. So thanks again, guys, and happy birthday to Al Pacino, one of the all-time greats. Oh, and by the way, so here was one of the most famous movie quotes in history of Hollywood, said by Al Pacino. What is it and what movie? Say hello to my little friend. That is the movie quote, and it's from Scarface, 1983, when he played Scarface in 1983. Say hello to my little friend. One of the all-time greats. One of the all-time great movie quotes. So thanks again, guys. Until next time, take care. Sending lots of love. God bless. Thank you.